balancing a complex redox equation in acidic or basic solution. So whenever you are balancing a redox reaction, the first thing you need to do is work out what's being oxidized and what's being reduced. So work out what is being oxidized and what is being reduced by looking at the oxidation numbers of each element that's taking part in the redox process. Remember, oxidation is increase in oxidation number, reduction is decrease in oxidation numbers. So then we're going to write out our half reactions, and then we're going to balance the half reactions separately. So whether you're in acidic, basic, or neutral solution, the first step is that you're going to balance the mass of everything except any hydrogens and oxygens. So like any elements that are not hydrogen and oxygen that appear on both sides of the equation, you're going to want to make sure they're balanced. And then if we are in acidic or basic solution, then we're going to do a few extra steps. So if there's any oxygen, you're going to balance oxygen by adding water. And of course, that gives you a problem because you may be adding hydrogen where there wasn't any hydrogen before. Then you're going to balance any hydrogen by adding H+. So if you're in acidic solution, then that is just fine and dandy. If you're in basic solution, there is one extra step because obviously we can't just have random protons hanging around in a basic solution. So we're going to balance any protons by adding hydroxide to both sides, just like if we were balancing any kind of mathematical equation. And then the side that has H+ on it, H+ and OH- is going to neutralize each other to form water, and then you'll add there'll be excess hydroxide on the other side. Okay, and then for any process, whether it's acidic, basic, or neutral, then you need to balance charge to make sure you've got the same charge on each side by adding electrons. So oxidation is loss of electrons. For the oxidation half reaction, a good way to check you got this right is that you should be adding electrons to the product side because it's losing electrons. Reduction is gain of electrons, so any electrons you're adding for the reduction half reaction should be being added to the reactant side of the half reaction because reduction is gain of electrons. And then to balance overall, you want to make sure that the number of electrons in the reduction and oxidation half reactions are going to cancel out, okay? So you may have to multiply by an integer if necessary, or integers, integer to cancel out electrons. And as an FYI, the number of electrons that cancel out is n, the number of electrons being transferred during the redox process. So quite often you actually do need this for other equations, like where you're bringing in delta G, spontaneous Gibbs free energy, etc., into your calculations. Anyway, I digress. So first of all, let's look at this bad boy in acidic solution. So copper is in the +1 oxidation state. We've got NO3 minus, a nitrate anion. Oxygen is always -2 apart from some extreme circumstances like in the peroxide ion, etc. So 3 times -2 is -6. We've got a net charge of -5, so that means nitrogen must be in the +5 oxidation state in order to cancel that out. All right, and then copper is going to be +2 in the copper 2+ ion. Nitrogen monoxide, oxygen's -2, which means the nitrogen must be +2. All right, so we got some oxidation numbers up in here. So now we can identify what is being oxidized and what is being reduced. We can see copper is going from a +1 to a +2 oxidation state. So that's an increase in oxidation number. So that is our oxidation half reaction. And we can see that nitrogen is going from a +5 to a +2 oxidation state. So that is a reduction in oxidation number. So that's our reduction half reaction. So let's write out our oxidation and reduction half reactions. So oxidation is copper plus AQ being oxidized to copper 2 plus AQ. All right, so mass is balanced. We have a copper on both sides. Charge is not balanced. We've got a +1 charge on the left side, a +2 charge on the right side. So all we need to do to balance that is add 1 electron to the right side. So now we have a net charge of +1 on both sides of the reaction. And this fits with it being an oxidation half reaction because oxidation is loss of electrons, and we have that electron on the right-hand side. All right, so the reduction half reaction, things are about to get a little bit more complex. We have the nitrate anion forming nitrogen monoxide gas. So that is reduction of nitrogen from the +5 to the +2 oxidation state. So the mass of nitrogen is balanced, so we are good there. Moving on. So then we have to look at oxygen. We've got 3 oxygens on the left side, 1 oxygen on the right side. How do I balance oxygen? I'm going to add H2O, or water, and I would need to add 2 of those in order to balance my number of oxygens. So I've got 3 oxygens on the left-hand side and 1, 2, 3 oxygens on the right-hand side. So now that is balanced. Okay, so I'm going to do this step by step because it might get a little bit difficult to see. So by adding water, I've added a load of hydrogen to the left-hand side. Silly me. I've added a total of 4 hydrogens. So I'm going to balance that by adding H plus to the left-hand side. So how many am I going to have to add? I'm going to have to add 4 H plus to the left-hand side. So now that should be balanced in terms of mass. So we've got 4 hydrogens here, 4 hydrogens here. Lovely. We are in acidic solution, so I can skip the step which is only for basic solution of balancing H plus by adding hydroxide. So the last step is balancing charge. My net charge on the left-hand side is I've got -1 from my nitrate anion, and I've got +4 from those 4 H plus ions. So that is going to give me a net charge on this left-hand side of +3. And on the right-hand side, that is neutrally charged. So to get a balance, I can add 3 electrons to my left-hand side to make my left-hand side sum to 0 net charge, right? -1 +4 -3 equals 0. So this is my balance reduction half reaction. Okay, so in order to add these together, I'm going to need the number of electrons to balance out. Okay, so how am I going to get my number of electrons to balance out? I'm going to have to multiply my oxidation half reaction by an integer, and in this case I'm going to multiply that by 3 in order to get the number of electrons to cancel out. So I'm actually going to go ahead and rewrite that for clarity down here. So my oxidation half reaction is 3 Cu plus Aq goes to 3 Cu 2 plus Aq plus 3 electrons. So this is N, the number of electrons that are going to be transferred during the redox process. Sorry, that messed up there. So to add them together, I'm just going to add everything on the left-hand side of the reaction arrow and everything on the right-hand side of the reaction arrow. And I can't remember if I already said it, but we can verify that that reduction half reaction that we just balanced is a reduction because we see those electrons are on the left-hand side of the reaction arrow, okay, which is telling us they are a reactant, and reduction is gain of electrons, so we would expect to see them on the left there. Okay, so we're going to add together anything that's on the left-hand side of these arrows is going to be on the reactant side overall. So we have overall NO3 minus AQ plus 4H plus AQ plus 3 electrons, and those are going to cancel out, okay, plus my 3 Cu plus AQ. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to have NO gas plus 2H2O liquid plus 3 Cu2 plus AQ plus 3 electrons. And like I say, those are the electrons that's going to cancel out with the left-hand side. So this is a very long equation. I'm trying to put it somewhere where you can actually see it. I guess here will do. Right, so we can see that these 3 electrons here are going to cancel out with each other. So 3 electrons here will cancel out with the 3 electrons on this side. So that gives our net overall reaction. And you can check that it should be balanced with regards to mass and charge on both sides. And it fulfills the criteria of being an acidic solution because we have leftover H plus on one side of the equation. All right, there you go.